Did you say Joan?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, the reason I'm calling, I read an article in the Chronicle approximately 6 weeks ago about the destruction of the west end of Galveston. The wetlands, the coastal prairies, the egrets, and the marshes will be destroyed because they have approved of a 2 twin-story building hotels there. So we need to get the word out to see if what we can do and maybe to stop that. I've got phone numbers for Governor Perry's office and John Whitmer's office, Sheila Jackson Lee's office. That means that your children and your grandchildren will not get to see the marshes, the wetlands, the egrets, the herons, the ecosystem.
Not the herons.
They will not get to see that if this plan goes through.
Well,
So I'm just in awe that the state of Texas, the government land office, has approved this kind of thing. What can we do to disapprove it? And I have phone numbers if folks...
Yeah. Who all do you have phone numbers of again?
I have the government land office, the GLO, Governor Perry's office, John Whitmer's office, and Sheila Jackson Lee's office. And I'm sure that there are other officials to call this to their attention. Your grandchildren will not get to see the marshes.
Right, and my great-grandchildren, they're not going to be able to see it either.
They won't know what herons are.
No?
And egrets. And the marshes and the coastal prairies. The eagles.
Snail darters?
Pardon me?
There's a snail darter down there. I think it lives in that marsh.
Yeah, and the ecosystem will be destroyed. So your grandchildren and great-grandchildren.
What are they, the three-nutted booger or the bugger, whatever they call it? There's a lot of endangered...
Yes, a species that are living there, and they don't even care about that. They want to destroy that so that they can build 2 twin-story hotel buildings there on that acreage.
Oh, my goodness. How big are the buildings going to be?
To the best of my knowledge, I think there are 6 stories, or I think about 6 stories. I don't recall exactly from the Chronicle article that I read, but it is very alarming, and I hope that people pay attention to that and call the governor's office and the GLO office also.
Who are the other ones you have the phone numbers for?
John Whitmer and Sheila Jackson Lee.
Oh, my goodness.
And if we don't stop this, the egrets, the herons, and all those great little beautiful things that nature has provided for us to enjoy.
The three-nutted booger or bugger or whatever.
Yeah, we won't get to see them anymore. They'll be destroyed. So I just wanted to call it to...
How come them to do that? Why do you think they're doing that?
They want money. Education. They told me that they're going to get like $1 million for the sale of this property, and it will go towards education. I thought, well, how are we going to get that money and then destroy
the herons
instead of education that our children
and
can be
the egrets
seeing?
And the three-nutted booger?
Yeah,
Good
exactly.
grief.
So I have a very serious concern about it, but no one else seems to be concerned but me. So maybe some
I think
of your
you're going to find a lot of people concerned about this. Do you have grandchildren?
No, sir, I don't have children, but I go to Galveston all the time, and I look for those little buggers in the water. They're so beautiful. There's nature. We're just going to be spaced out from nature. We just won't get to see it and enjoy it. It'll be gone. It'll be destroyed.
We're going to pave paradise and put up a parking lot.
Yeah. So if we could get the word out to folks to...
Who would you suggest we call?
Well, I've got Governor Perry's toll-free number, and I have the government land office number.
Okay.
And whoever...
Any elected officials?
Well, I've got John Whitmer. He's a state senator.
Okay. Any congressmen?
Oh, I'm not too sharp on all that stuff, Mr. Berry, but I don't know. We got to do something, and we got to do it fast because they're ready to roll on this thing.
And how many floors is it going to be?
I don't want to say because I don't know for sure. I think it was going to be 6 stories high and 2 twin buildings side by side. It was in the Chronicle approximately 7 weeks ago. And I'm about to have a heart attack over this stuff.
You and me both.
Just because
your grandchildren and my grandchildren, none of them are going to be able to see it.
They won't be able to see it and enjoy. we're just not going to have nature anymore. It's going to be totally destroyed.
Do you go down and see the herons and the egrets?
Oh, yeah. And the spoonbills, all of them. You bet. Yes, sir. I'm in Galveston once or twice a month. And it's just not going to be there anymore. The wetlands, the coastal prairies, the ecosystem will just be totally destroyed.
The three-nutted booger, what'd you say, the egrets, the herons?
The herons and the spoonbills. Mm-hmm.
Oh, my goodness.
So it's just sad. Once the excavator equipment comes in, they'll all be gone. They won't have any place to nest and to do their thing, and nature will just be destroyed.
Well, you know, Brian was just telling me in my ear we should get Erin Brockovich to go down, but she just got, I don't know if you saw in the news, she just got arrested for boating while intoxicated.
Oh.
Yep, so she's not going to be able to help.
So we just need folks to be aware of this situation and start calling in to...
Hold on a second. Let me see who we should call here. I'm just making a note who to call. Who do you suggest we call?
Governor Perry's office.
Okay. Did they have a toll-free number?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Who else?
Do you want that number?
No, I'll find it. Just tell me who you think I'll call.
The government land office. When you call that number on the menu, press number 8. On the menu, press number 8.
Is that for English?
No, that's the one to get to the right one about the land.
Okay.
The others have other menus, other topics.
Okay.
And John Whitmire's office and Sheila Jackson Lee's office. And I'm sure there are other very, very important officials. Dan Patrick would be another source.
Okay. All right. Hold on.
But I'm about to have a heart attack over this thing. It's just so upsetting.
We need you in this fight. Don't you go having a heart attack. We got a lot of other fights to fight. We got a lot of things.
This is so sad.
The air, they're burning up the air, the trees,
and the
just cars and roads, and you know.
And the sandpipers will all be gone. They're just going to be destroyed if we don't take care of it. You know, nature is there for us to enjoy.
Yes, it is.
Not to destroy. We need to enjoy, not destroy. So I thank you very kindly for your time.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm glad you called on that one.
Thank you. I appreciate your time.
Thank you for caring enough about grandchildren, since you don't have any of your own, but you care about other people's like that.